like in previous videos where it was gone. You know why it was gone? Because I'm an idiot and I accidentally pushed a button on my Stream Deck and it didn't show up. Told you guys, perpetual train wreck. You know, just I blame everything on things other than me. And it's almost always me. Almost always. But anyway, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SATAL 2021. We're starting early today because I got stuff to do. That may be shocking to some of you guys, but I got places to be. I got people to see. In this case, a doctor. So I got to see a doctor every once in a while. Today's match, we're just doing one. I had to reschedule some stuff because I don't have time. Eclipse Task Force against 14th VFS. So Eclipse Task Force, they historically like to take the Jeff. 14th loves the F-16, so I think we're going to see no similar aircraft on either side. Images and stuff are still being worked on by Alpha Whiskey, so we'll have to see when they show up. So we may not have them. We may go back to an OG stream without the team overlays and all of that. No supercut yet. Hopefully we'll get that after round one, but it is Eclipse Task Force against 14th VFS. We are going to jump right into this one since the supercut is not done. And here we go. That's not what we want because that's an old one. There we go. So today, like I said, Eclipse Task Force taking on 14th VFS as soon as that camera loads. There it is. And I apologize for single shot. I don't know what happened. I have everyone else's livery, but I don't, for some reason, his doesn't work. I don't know why. It just doesn't work. But all the other ones do. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Putting these guys on split screen. This is what everything looks like right now. And I need to mute this one, I think. Yep, okay. So this is what is coming in. So who is flying? We've got Electro Bull, Breeze, Riker, and Aspen coming for Eclipse Task Force, showing you all of them. We got two Jeffs, 114 and 118. I'm not sure what everybody is taking. Looks like Aspen's going to be a missile bus today. We've got two tanks on the Jeffs, two tanks probably on Riker's F-14. Meanwhile, jumping over and taking a look again at 14th VFS, we've got single tanks, so the center line only for 14th VFS, and it looks like all AMRAAMs, so 6 AMRAAMs. If I remember right, this version is not the current version. This version came out in October. That's when this match was flown. We were kind of jumping all over the place, but this match was flown, I believe, in October. So I'm not entirely sure if the AMRAAMs have the bug that is currently plaguing DCS in its current form. So be wary of that. I don't know that things are going to be as easy to notch in this matchup. We're just going to have to see. But these guys are just sitting here. Something else you may notice is that we're not on the Caucasus. It's the Persian Gulf, baby, finally. Second match of the year where we're not on the Caucasus. I love flying on the Persian Gulf. It's going to be Kish against Bandar Abbas, and we are seeing these guys taxi. Falcon leading the way, followed by Single Shot and Kraut. Kraut better be careful to not run into Single Shot. I was a little bit worried about his positioning there. But these guys are taxiing, and Electro Bull and Breeze, meanwhile, are leading the way for Eclipse Task Force. A little bit of a side slip from Riker. A little worried about his positioning there, but he corrected it. And the reason that 14th VFS was waiting so long to depart is because their ramp is located right next to the runway at Bandar Abbas, so they are now taking off. Again, this is Eclipse Task Force against 14th VFS Samurais, and it's pretty close. So this is Kish against Bandar Abbas. Ingress time should be right around 3 to 4 minutes, so expect the action to get started rapidly. Very quickly, as these guys are not too far apart from one another here. Everybody from 14th VFS departing together. Meanwhile, there's a little bit of separation going as Aspen takes up the tail end for Eclipse Task Force. He's got Electro Bull and Breeze way there up there in the front, and Riker and the F-14 is going to be off to his left. Let's bring up the overlays. They should be ready to rock and roll. And as you can see, The 14th VFS is rocking all AMRAAMs. Looking at the overlay down there, looking at Eclipse Task Force, they have no 16s. Those icons may look like 16s, but they're Jeffs. So you've got 4 ST10s and 2 PL5s. The Tomcat's got the 6 Phoenix. Aspen's got all the AMRAAMs. Moltz, are you hosting Folds for Honor this year? Yes. Yes, so registrations are open for that one. We are going to be doing that. Fights start the weekend of December 3rd and continue the following weekend. Streaming is going to be the weekend of December 11th. And then the following weekend. The streams, I think, are going to be 2 to 3 hours long. The fights, we should be able to get everybody through on each day, depending on how many rounds and how many people sign up, within an hour or two, because we're going to be able to run shit tons of matches simultaneously, given my awesome team that has been able to support SATAL, Bear and Sean especially, being able to make this happen. Sorry, didn't mean to derail. No, you're good, man. That's all awesome info that I think people need to know. For anybody that doesn't know, Folds of Honor is something that I put on in association with CW Lemoyne and with Folds of Honor. It's called Fight for Honor. We've done it the past couple years. Last year we had some G limits. It was kind of a train wreck, but we got through it. This year there's no G limits because people can rip off their wings. The Magical Fetus, I love that fucking name, says this is an old match. The 120s are on their old version. Okay. All right. Reminder, this is the Persian Gulf, so that's why TAC view looks a little bit different. That's why there's so much desert. This isn't a map mod or terrain mod of any type. This is the Persian Gulf. I love that we're flying here. Teams, I think, need to fly here more. Just do it, man. It's awesome. The terrain is phenomenal. I think FPS is actually better than the Caucasus. Center line coming off from Cookie. Just saw that jettison, and I need to unban that man, because we came to /unban ETF _ Cookie. Okay, I think Cookie should be unbanned. So if anybody from Eclipse Task Force is here, if Cookie's name is ETF _ Cookie, he's unbanned and he can come in here and watch. I just was not in a very nice mood yesterday. So he went whoop and disappeared. Agreed. Would totally love to see teams select PG and Syria more. Echo, I would too. I totally would. They need to do it more. We should force teams to do that. Electroball and his other teammate are leading the way for Eclipse Task Force. It's going to be Electroball and Cookie, I think. Here's no, that's 14th VFS. What the hell am I talking about? Is it ETF Cookie? Or is it 14th Cookie? I'm confused. I thought he was on Eclipse Task Force. Did he just switch teams? I don't understand what's going on. But here's Electroball and his wingman. Right behind him, Breeze and the JF-17s as they ingress. 4 ST-10s and 2 PL-5s on their jet, taking the wing tank's nose center line. Separation between these teams is going to be around 60 miles right now. There are 2 Cookies. Oh, okay. That camo livery looks like if a dude from South Carolina... But you're forgetting if it was from the Carolinas, they'd be riding what they're doing with their trucks and making the trucks sit real low in the back and really high in the front. That's also what they'd do. They'd have this really long front landing gear like the A4, and that's what they'd be doing. Full Metal Cookie is the 14th. Oh, okay. I gotcha. I see. It's all so confusing. With so many people now in competitive play, it's really hard for me to keep track of everybody, but I guess we're getting there. Electroball and Breeze now separating as they continue to ingress against 14th VFS. 14th VFS is much more separated. Cookie up to the north, Kraut, Falcon in single shot, all in a wall. And then over here you've got Electroball and Breeze leading the way in the JF-17s, followed by Riker and Aspen in the F-14 Bravo and the F-18 respectively in the back. They're more in a box formation. These guys are going into a preemptive notch. I'm not sure they need to, because there's no long-range missiles coming from 14th VFS, especially considering that they're all F-16 Vipers. So they're not going to have the range to be able to engage. I mean, I guess they could have launched from 40 miles. Falcon is at 43,000 feet. Mach 1 point. Look at this energy state. Look at this. Cookie, Mach 1.7. Kraut, 1.7. Falcon, 1.7. Single shot, 1.8. Well, he was. Not anymore. Holy crap. Look at that. This is awesome. Now, fuel economy, maybe not. They've already burned through 3/4 of their gas. They came in clean, jettisoned the center line. So this is definitely a tactical decision coming from them. But these missiles are going to have some smash. Here is Breeze defending. Incoming Scramjet 120s. Mach 4, 47,000 feet for the AMRAAM off Falcon. One coming in on the Breeze. It's going to be on his left side. Can we see it? It's at 20,000 feet. Diving on him. Still Mach 2. Looks like he's going to be able to notch it. Yes, he does. Yeah, he trashes that. What great shots by these guys. Aspen now needs to be careful. Him diving away from an incoming shot. Breeze now launches another missile. Single shot. Gets in here much closer. Mach 1.5. Breeze, I think, is going to be in trouble. I don't see it. There it is. 2.2 miles away. He's not in the correct notch. 1.5. I think he's dead. Closing under his jet. He gets away, but no, he's okay. So Breeze lives. Oh, he takes down single shot. We missed it. God damn, Moltar, what the hell's wrong with you? You're missing all of these early shots. So Breeze takes down single shot. Single shot Mach 1.6. Missile comes in at 10 miles. And single shot's just so fast. I guess he decides, I don't need to try and run away from that missile. But the ST-10 finds him and pokes him in the no-no. Single shot gets taken down. And he's the first casualty here on 14th VFS. Meanwhile, up here to the north, we've got Falcon and Aspen, Kraut and who is that? Electro Bull engaging. Riker in the back. Cookie up to the north. And then we've got Aspen and Breeze down here to the south. So we're going to pick up, look at Aspen, and here we go. So, guys, sorry about missing that first kill. I've been doing that. Like, my brain is not doing things correctly. I don't know what its deal is. But Aspen now, with all of the missiles flying left, trying to come in on the Falcon. We're going to put Falcon up in the split screen here. So here's the split screen. Falcon on the left, Aspen on the right. Aspen trying to come back into the bank turn onto Falcon. Falcon also thinking about coming in. Falcon launches onto, looks like it's onto Aspen. That's going to be a low to high shot, I think. We can see Falcon down there 8.5 miles out. Oh, Aspen! Aspen got his ass kicked by gravity, ripped his right wing off, tried to pull and roll at the same time, and that is a no-no. Oh, and then, for good measure, gets slapped by the incoming 120. Falcon, great job there, forces the own kill. Now moving up to take a look at Electro Bull up to the north as he gets engaged by Kraut and Cookie. Here is Electro Bull in the JF-17, 2 ST-10s and a PL-5 left on his jet. We can see Kraut up in the front, 8.5 miles away at 10,000 feet. Electro Bull at 3,000 feet. Riker, meanwhile, just launched a 120. Here's that 120. It's going to be coming. Oh, no, that is not a 120. That is a Phoenix. And that thing's coming up at Kraut right now. Cruising. It's a Mark 60, 6.5 miles away. Flies over top Electro Bull. We're going to stick with it as it closes onto Kraut. Kraut trying to run away from it. Launches a missile down onto Breeze, who's tailing Falcon. Kraut now breaking away, missiles down to 1,200 knots, and the telephone pole does not do very well maneuver-wise when it gets this slow. Now, Cookie launching onto, looks like that's going to be onto Riker. Here's Riker in the F-14. Just launched another AIM-54, but he's got a missile coming in now head-on in front of him. He's banking directly into that 120. Now banking in low, full wing sweep. Missile that launched on him goes into the ground. There it is, detonating over his shoulder. Next one to look at, we're going back to Electro Bull. Electro Bull has a missile coming in onto him from Falcon. Here is Electro Bull in the JF-17. Missile coming in on his left side from high to low, 2.5 miles away. Electro Bull, I think, needs to be a little bit more aggressive defending here. 1 mile away. Face mail, I feel, is imminent. Here comes unseen face mail. Oh, what was that? How did that miss? That thing, the non-combatant AIM-120, wanted nothing to do with Electro Bull's aircraft. We got another one coming up the back, and that is it from Cookie as Electro Bull gets schmammered by the second 120. Now going back to Riker in the F-14, trying to make something happen against Cookie. Cookie needs to be really careful. Cookie actually has a friendly missile coming on him from Falcon, but he's able to get away from that. Lucky he did there. Riker now launching an AIM-54 out onto Cookie. So Cookie being engaged by a friendly and by an enemy in Riker. So Riker now has an AIM-120 coming on him. Is he going to be able to get away from it? He's trying to dive away. Line of sights it. Now we've got the AIM-54 C variant onto Falcon. That's chasing him. We can see it back there trying to run him down. Line is sighted. Now going back to Riker. Riker gets launched on by Kraut. Where is that? There it is. 1 mile away. That looks like it's going to connect. 0.4 miles. Oh! And just barely notched is the missile coming in onto Riker from Kraut. Riker still has 2 AIM-54s and 1 AIM-9 left on his jet, but he's turning back into Kraut. Kraut looks like he sees him. Kraut launches another 120. That's coming from low to high. Is that immediately notched? No! Riker gets hammered by the incoming fence post. Riker's gone, and that means that Breeze is the only one left. Breeze has just launched an SD-10, taking off. That SD-10 is going to be coming up onto Falcon. Here is Falcon in the split screen. That gets... Oh, right. Holy... Oh. What just happened? I have no idea what just killed him. I guess it was Breeze, a little bit of desync, but Breeze just launches another SD-10. That one's taken off out towards... Flies harmlessly by Cookie. Cookie gets away from that one. We've still got 2 pilots remaining here. 3 pilots, excuse me. 120 now coming off to Kraut. Onto Breeze. Here's that 120 closing onto Breeze. Closing. Notch. Oh, flies right over Breeze's aircraft. So Breeze somehow is still alive in this engagement, taking down people, now merged with Kraut. Kraut coming in high to low. Does Kraut see him? It looks like it. Here's that split screen. Kraut over top of Breeze. Looks like he sees him. And then we've got Cookie in the merge as well. Here they are on triple view. Everybody coming in on top of one another. Breeze in a 3-man merge. Kraut doesn't have any missiles left, so he's trying to make something happen. Breeze has a couple PL5s left on his jet. Is he going to force the overshoot? Force the overshoot, maybe. No. And Kraut coming over the top gets the 20 mil onto Breeze, and that's going to be it. And a barn burner of a match. 14th VFS against Eclipse Task Force, and I don't know that Breeze is going to go down. Yes, he does eject. But damn! I'm out of gas. What a match. What an opening showcase by Eclipse Task Force. And guys, we're not going to attack view because I got to go right into the next round. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. ETF up 1-0. Are these jets off? There we go. All right, we're back in the sim, and I apologize about dropping out the last one. It's not Eclipse Task Force up. It is 14th VFS up 1-0 over Eclipse Task Force. As 14th VFS was able to close in, Kraut able to come in from high to low with the excellent gunshot, not allowing the overshoot. He somehow was able to pull back from that and gets the kill on Breeze. Very unlucky for Breeze not having enough weapons. Well, actually, he did. I should say it was unlucky for Kraut not having enough weapons. That kill could have come a lot earlier, but he didn't have enough missiles and was forced to come into the merge. Almost. Miro wanted to be a gopher and go into the ground, maybe dig a hole in the runway there. That was interesting. But anyway, Kraut almost got the overshoot forced onto him, and that could have been very, very rough. Viper mayhem as Miru's skins sinks into the runway. Dude, this is the way. So recap on who is flying. And it looks like the supercut's done. I'm going to download it real quick so we can get it. And we will look at it real quick on the ingress. Let me put it. Hold on, guys. Okay, so the supercut's ready. Let's take a look at that real quick. These guys are getting ready to take off. We will probably get right back as soon as they've come in the air. Enjoy the supercut. It came in late. Alpha Whiskey just got it done. Enjoy it. Be back in just a minute.
We gonna drop the bomb. I can see it fall from the blood red sky. We got to fight it off. Race until we see the whites of their eyes. When the rain starts pouring down, revolution's such a lovely sound.
All right, we're back. Now these guys don't have sound. They're on version 1, but these guys are taking off. We're riding along with Breeze and Electrable as they depart. They've switched sides. Bandar Abbas. 14th VFS is now going to be coming out of Kish. Now, 14th VFS came in like fucking rockets. Mark 1.7 on their F-16s. I would have liked to see them wait for the launch. They're that fast, okay? Being that fast allows you to take some, how should I put this, some liberties with how far you can ingress before you shoot. You are going to be able to transition that energy into distance at a rapid rate. So when a missile launches at you, and we'll go back here and look at the TAC view. When a missile launches at you, and I don't mean we're going to roll back, but I can show you on the TAC view. Say there's an opponent at Bullseye and Electrable's in here. You can now wait much, much longer, being that fast, to launch on Electrable, because you're going to be able to turn here, and your speed is going to allow you to cover distance that the missile then has to cover. And the missile, the AIM-120 only burns for like 6 seconds, 6.5 seconds, something like that. I don't know, maybe 8 seconds, not very long. So its ability to maintain its energy in comparison to you is bupkis. So if you're gonna be that fast, you can wait, say if you're at 30,000 feet, until inside, I don't know, 15 miles before you launch if you haven't gotten a missile warning yet. Because you're moving so fast that if you aggressively oblique and dive away, if your opponent's high, the missile now has to turn, thereby expending more energy, and it still has to catch up to your Mach 1.7s, so just remember that too. And it also has to cover a massive distance. Whereas if you were only flying, say, Mach 1.8, or not 1.8, 0.8, you are covering double the distance. Double the distance. Flying as fast as 14th VFS is in here, and you're going to, the missile's just not going to be able to catch you. Therefore, wait longer before you launch. So now you're imparting your energy state, Mach 1.7, on the weapon as it comes off your jet. Now wait longer, and the missile that you've launched doesn't have time to lose all of that energy. So it is a more aggressive threat, I don't know of another word, brain farting here, on your opponent, and they're probably not going to be able to get away from it, because that missile's going to be going like Mach 3 by the time it reaches its target. Yeah, good luck getting away from that. At high altitude, the only option they have is to run away. You're not going to notch that. You're just going to die. So I'd like to see 14th VFS wait just a little bit longer if they're going to get this fast before they launch. Now, on the opposite side of that, ETF has a Tomcat. So the Tomcat potentially could be a problem. How you get around that is maybe somebody from 14th VFS, and we will look here real quick. I don't think anybody does. 14th VFS, Cookie doesn't have one. Miru doesn't have one. Kraut doesn't have one. And when I'm saying one, I'm looking for TGP pods. Because when you're against a Tomcat and you're flying that fast, what I would do is have one of your guys a little bit further back, lock up the Tomcat, slew or slave the TGP pod to your radar. So now you're looking at the radar lock and watch for launches, okay? The other thing you could do is everybody carry TGP pods, everybody sort on separate contacts, and watch them. Just in case, because you are against Jeffs as well, in case they launch an SD-10, okay? So the AIM-54 is a slow accelerating missile, so if you're in close enough, you should be able to get away from it, because its ability to build G is going to be low. We saw that yesterday. There was a point where, I think it was yesterday, where a Phoenix came off, and it didn't have enough energy to be able to pull the needed G, all right? So, yes, it is a double-edged sword. Uh-oh, something happened. Mission script decided it wanted to die, but we're gonna continue. Where's my mouse? Not sure what happened there. All right, we should be okay. Let me time up all of the. Okay. I don't know why that decided it wanted to die. Okay, anyway. I blame Akagi. Yeah, well, when in doubt, blame Akagi. That's how we roll. There we go. All right, so Falcon, these guys are again ingressing with 14 VFS at Mach 1.5 coming in onto Eclipse Task Force. Now, AIM-54 out from Riker. This is a good counter. I like that they're recognizing that, hey, they're coming in really, really fast. Let's launch an AIM-54, see if we can catch somebody off guard. This one's coming in. Looks like it's on Kraut. Kraut needs to see this. Is Kraut going to see it? He's not reacting yet. So he's still flying, but he is at Mach 1.7. So when he sees this, when he defends against this AIM-54, the missile's going to have to cover more ground like we talked about with the AIM-120s, and it's going to have to pull massive amounts of G, and it's actually not tracking. Well, it may be on Kraut. I can't tell. It may be coming between them. I don't know that it's supported. Why is there no sound? Is there sound on this one? Are we just going to have to go without sound? Did this just ruin everything? No, there's sound. All right, so Falcon's diving away. So here's what everything looks like right now, guys. Sorry about the script taking a dump. But missile out from Miru and Falcon on to Breeze up in the north. Let's take a look at Breeze up here in the north. Here is Breeze as he tries to get away from the incoming 120. 120's at Mach 3.2, somewhere on his nose as he breaks away to the right. Is he going to be able to notch it? It's close. Where is it? Looks like he's okay. So another missile coming in here in the center. That one's going to be... Did somebody die? No. I don't know where that missile went or why. So Cookie's way down to the south. Just trying to check. And we're going to stick with Breeze here in the center. There's so much crap on the tac view. It's hard to keep track of everything. But Breeze doing an excellent job of dodging these incoming 120s. Aspen just launched a 120 up on a Miru, so Miru is going to have to defend. Here's Miru in the F-16. He's launched 2 sticks already. No tanks, and they're down to... their fuel state's a lot, but no, it's not. It's 3/4 the way, almost 2/3 of the way for 14th VFS. Miru doing a little bit of the lag dance, but he should be all right, not impact very much of anything. Now, Breeze gets another missile launched on him. That's going to be from Falcon. Breeze is again into the notch. We've seen Breeze do very well at notching these incoming missiles. And missile up onto Falcon. Falcon line of sights at Falcon is very, very low. So Falcon does a good job of defeating an incoming threat. Good job. Everybody actually doing a great job of defeating incoming missiles. Now going down to take a look at what's going on down in the south. South looks like Kraut, Cookie taking on Electrable and Riker. People are a little bit more separated there. Now looking at Falcon as Falcon continues to defend. Line of sighting everything that's trying to make impact with his jet. Now we've got an incursion coming between Miru and Breeze. Miru launches onto Breeze, and we've got the lag dance again coming from Miru, and that that's a problem, as that missile caused the SD-10 to miss from Miru. Miru recommits onto Breeze. Possible 120 shot. Breeze is recommitted onto Miru. SD-10, or is that a PL5? It is an SD-10. 120 out from Miru onto Breeze. He notched that. What a great notch by Breeze in close range from Miru, as Miru has an aneurysm from his jet. We've also got a merge coming from Falcon and Aspen. Here's Falcon and Aspen's merge, and now we're going to put Breeze and Miru on the other screen. Here they are as they go round and round. Miru might be out of missiles. Is Miru out of missiles? He's got one left. Breeze does a great job coming around onto Miru. PL5 for guns. Guns out. Doesn't quite connect with Miru. Flares out for Miru just in case. Nothing really going on down to the south, guys, so you guys are okay, but I'm going to put the southern engagement on here just in case. And did we just have a camera crash? Did two of the cameras just crash? I think they did. All right, so we're stuck with one camera. Staying on to Falcon. Miru lagged out and went to the ground. Falcon coming around onto Aspen. Where is my cursor? Something's going on with this version of DCS that's causing these crashes. Glad we're not on it anymore, because I remember this happening on this version too, but not happening anymore. So, apologies about the cameras dropping off, but we'll just sit with this one. So Falcon trying to find Aspen. Electrable and Cookie down to the south. Let's go down and look at their engagement. So Electrable and Falcon. We've got Riker coming in on the Kraut. Electrable coming in on a Cookie. Electrable being chased by Cookie. 120 out from Kraut from the north. Electrable tries to go into a notch. He does notch it. It flies under his jet. Bank turn. Little bit of a waffle. 120 coming from Cookie, which is going to be behind Electrable. There's that. Oh, he goes into the drink. So that's really unfortunate. And now we've got Cookie and Kraut against Riker. We're going to pick up with Cookie because Cookie now coming head-on against Riker, 5 miles away. Missile out from the F-14, or it's an AIM-9, off from Riker. 120 out from Cookie. Missile hits something. But the 120 looks to be still tracking, and it pounds the F-14 of Riker, so Cookie gets the kill. Riker takes down Kraut simultaneously, and now we've got Cookie down here by himself. And we've got a 1v2, so it's a 2v2 up in the total. But Breeze getting trailed by Falcon in the merge. 120 out from Falcon. That's not tracking. Would have liked to see him come and make a better shot there. Breeze comes up over the top, possible PL5 shot. Falcon comes right into Breeze. Aim 120 shot into the head of Breeze. It doesn't track. Would have liked to see gunshot. Breeze breaks away, possibly solving geometry problems for Falcon. Possible gunshot from Falcon. Another 120. It doesn't track. Falcon, use your gun, brother. 120 now being launched by Cookie. Down to the south, you can see that on the TAC view. And Missile comes out of nowhere and takes down. Who was that? Takes down Falcon. Now Missile coming out from Aspen. And Aspen notches. But we've got an SD-10 coming in onto Cookie. It's now a 1v2. Cookie in the F-16 flying very, very low. Gets lucky. Line of sights that missile. Drives into the ground. So Cookie, the last hope for 14th. Banking into a 1v2 engagement. He's got no missiles left against an F-18 with all the missiles and a JF-17 probably with not a lot left. PL5 off from the left. I don't think he sees it. He's tracking it on a Cookie. Need to flare, and Cookie gets overcooked, burnt in the oven. Breeze and Aspen close out round 2 here for ETF. And they equalize us at 1 apiece. And quickly, we're going to move on to the all-important round 3. I'm going to bring back up the cameras. Wait's going to be a little bit longer so I can do that. Enjoy the supercut again, guys. Round 3 coming at you. ETF and 14th tied up 1-1.
We're gonna drop the ball. I can see it fall from the blood red sky. We got to fight it all. Race until we see the whites of their eyes. When the rain starts pouring down, revolution's such a lovely sound.
Come on. There we go. in the pit, ready to take off in this round 3, best of 3. Eclipse Task Force taking on 14th VFS. What a few rounds we have had of constant action, of both teams beating up one another. And the cameras are not named correctly, so we'll fix that. This needs to be camera 2. This needs to be camera 3. There we go. Sorry about that. Should be coming up here momentarily. There it is. So 14th VFS took down Eclipse Task Force in round 1. And then Eclipse Task Force coming back on the back of Breeze with 2 kills, getting him in round 2. Breeze just seems to be a defensive master. I mean, the close range high to low notch that he exhibited against Miru and then took down Miru, even though Miru was lagging, was awesome. Awesome. We've seen Breeze do an excellent job of defending in the past, but Breeze, man, did an awesome job in that JF-17. Elrex says it's not the same as if your gear shifter breaks and others work. Everyone that uses the missile has the same issue. What's the issue? Can somebody too long didn't read so I don't have to scroll up? Look at the smoke coming out of those Jeffs as Eclipse Task Force departs here at Bandar Abbas, I think is where they're at. No, they're at Kish. They're at Kish. It's hard to assess skill when anybody in an aircraft has unreliable weapons outside of skill, no? Well, part of that skill is notching, but totally not a real account. I would agree in the current meta of missiles because they are unreliable. Given the bug that's going on, I think it has to do with turning through a certain engagement, like turning through a certain degree into cold aspect. The missile just like, where did it go, George? Where did it go? And they have no idea. Oh no, Moltar, you don't have my skin. Riker, I don't know. I should. I installed everything that I had. What may have happened is, did you guys change skins from when this match took place? That could be it. I'm not entirely sure. The F-14's absolute refusal to go fast is bugging me, lol. Maybe. That could be something. That could be something. I like the last ride that's shown. Love you, Dormouse. Oh, God, I need to make sure you have mine for tomorrow. Are you flying again tomorrow? Is Eclipse Task Force fly again tomorrow? Indeed. Okay. Well, that'll be good. But these guys are now ingressing, bringing up the overlay so we can see everything. Hopefully, all of the cameras don't die again. Hopefully they don't die again, but right now we're tied up at 1 apiece, and like I always say, the team that won the last round has the advantage. So I've got to give the advantage to Eclipse Task Force going into this round 3. Vetus, if you consider that you're too invested in this Tomcat speed, dude, we all need to be invested in aircraft's energy because speed is life. It's the only thing that matters. You can come in completely unarmed, and an opponent's going to see you, dude, he's going Mach 2. I'm going to just turn around and go home. No, they're not going to want to deal with that. I'm being sarcastic, of course. Riker, I'd like to see faster. Burn through some of that fuel coming into this one. Tomcat speed is the biggest contributor to range of the Phoenix. That's what I think that goes well for all missiles. It's a huge attributor to missile range and energy. F-15 goes zoom. Right now with the tanks, it definitely goes zoom. It goes Mach 3 zoom with tanks on. It's crazy. Here's Eclipse Task Force. They're more bunched up right now. Well, no, they're not. 2 ships. Two ships for 14th VFS. Miru and Falcon in the F-16s on the south. And then Kraut and Cookie are going to be the guys in the other one. And here they are as they ingress over Mach 1. They've got wing tanks on this time, so they're not doing the full energy fight that they did in round 1. They'll still be pretty fast coming into this one. They are moving into a wall now, seeing these guys in split screen. They are moving into a wall now. over Mach 1 still. Here's Electrobull in his JF-17. Except Riker got the 80-mile kill. Yeah, but just because Dormouse they got a kill does not necessarily mean anything. At this level of play, long-range Phoenix is mostly a waste. Yes, but if you're fast and you launch on a close-range guy and the missile comes off boost, you're imparting more energy. Regardless of the range, being faster on a missile launch is always better. Unless you need to immediately get into a notch and dump all of that speed. Breeze and Electrobull looking really good in the 2-ship for Eclipse Task Force. 4 SC-10s and 2 PL-5s on both their jets. Is SC-10 also bugged? I see Jeff is strong enough. It's not bugged. It is definitely working better than the 120, but it's not as strong of a missile. It loses speed rapidly down low. Now, it's very effective up high, but down low, it is not very effective. Usually kills at long range, need the other guy to help with getting a shot. That is true, Elrec. You do need your opponent to not really do anything at long range. And at this level of play, like Dormouse said, that's tough because people are thinking a lot of times ahead of their jet. They're not just reactionary, and getting a kill like that with getting your opponent to be complicit is tough. It's very tough. Mach 1.3 instead of Mach 1.7 for 14th VFS here. Everybody for ETF is around Mach 1. Text my wife real quick. AIM 54 and 120 off from Riker and Aspen. So let's grab that AIM 54 Mark 60 and see where she's going to go. Here she is in the upper left corner. Looks like she's headed up towards the northern contact, which is, for 14th is going to be Cookie. So the AIM 54 at 43,000 feet, Mach 5 coming up. 47,000 feet, now having its aneurysm, dumps about a Mach of speed as it gets active guidance. I'm assuming that's when you get that aneurysm from the missiles, when it goes on active and it like freaks the hell out. Just saw a missile come off of Miru. Miru also dumped his tanks. That missile's going to be down onto Breeze or Aspen. Lots of missiles being exchanged, 3 out from both sides. Breeze has launched. No, both those 120s are going to be from Aspen in his F-18. So I don't know that any of these are going to be nearly effective, really effective. Electrobull needs to be careful, though. Electrobull in his JF-17 not doing anything against the 120. Is that because it's not on him? It does indeed look like it's not on him. It's going to be on Riker. So here is Riker in the F-14 launching another Mark 60. That Mark 60 is going to be headed up towards Cookie, and that is a closer range Mark 60. So that's one we're going to need to pay attention to as he dives away from the incoming 120. That Mark 60 is not going to be supported. So on the other screen, let's put Cookie up. Here's Cookie. We're going to put the Mark 60 up and watch this missile as it comes in on split screen. Here is the Mark 60 headed up towards Cookie. We can see on TAC view everything else that's going on. Down, lots of missiles being exchanged down to the south, but Cookie is going to be in a bit of trouble. This missile's going to have plenty of energy, and it's going to come over this hill. I don't even know that he's going to get a missile warning from this missile, from how high this thing's coming down from. Coming down from way up high. He's getting a missile warning because he's dumping countermeasures. So it looks like he's going to be able to defend accordingly. Missile lost him, and Cookie is going to live. But we need to go down and take a look at what's going on down here to the south. Aspen now defending multiple missiles coming in from Falcon. Aspen in the 120 still has plenty of 6 left. Falcon launched a couple 120s off his F-14. Falcon's not going to have a lot of missiles left, but he's rapidly closing the distance 7.5 miles away as Aspen continually tries to defeat those incoming fence posts. Those are going to allow Falcon to get a much better shot. Now, going back up and looking at this engagement, we got a Mark 47C variant coming off from Riker. Here's that missile as it closes in on a Cookie. This one's going to be a little bit harder to notch, and it's not going to be as easy to be seen by Cookie in this situation, so him being able to put it on the right angle of his aircraft is going to be a lot more difficult. Is it tracking? No. But there's another one that just came off of Riker, and there's a merge coming in from Falcon. So here is that merge on Falcon and Aspen, and we need to pay attention to Cookie. Here's Cookie on the other screen. Cookie with an AIM-54. Cookie gets obliterated by the incoming AIM-54. He's gone right. It took 3 of them from Riker, but he finally takes him down. Now we've got Falcon making it around onto Aspen, but Falcon, I don't think Falcon has any missiles left. No, he doesn't. And Aspen just launched a 120 down at Breeze. Miru looks like he just took somebody down. No, it's Falcon. Falcon got taken down. Miru, Falcon, somebody went into the ground. And now we've got an exchange coming over here. Miru's got a PL5 on his 6. Does he flare it? No, he gets taken down. So we're down to a 1v3. And as quickly as that happened, Kraut is the only one left. Kraut launches at 120 up onto Riker. Riker's trying to get away from it. It's going to be a co-altitude shot. There's that missile 1.2 miles away. Needs to get into a notch. He's too high to be able to drive that one to the ground, I think. And it's going to pull up at the last moment. There it is. Pull up. And Riker gets taken down. So Kraut is able to take this to a 1v3 instead of a 1v4. Going back to take a look at Kraut. Kraut has 1 missile left. So in a 1v3 situation, he is up shit creek. But Kraut now head on with Electrobull, 120 out onto Electrobull. Did Electrobull launch anything? No. Electrobull now head on into the 120. Kraut gets a second kill in a 1v4. Kraut now takes it to a 1v2, and Aspen is way by himself. So Kraut needs to come in. What is going on with Aspen? Kraut needs to get his butt in gear, find Aspen before Breeze is able to get up into this engagement. Kraut has no missiles left. Putting everybody on screen. So Aspen trying to run into the Kraut. Kraut running away. Aspen's got his gear down for God knows what reason. He's pulling it up now. Maybe he was trying to get into a notch. No idea. Gear reflects radar beams. Oh, dude, yeah. IQ 1000 play. No doubt. Stealth mode engaged. So Aspen is running down Kraut. Kraut trying to get behind terrain. He's done that. But the AWACS, I'm assuming, is going to be able to see him. So we got padlock views on both these guys. Kraut has already taken down Riker and Electrobull. Kraut now head on with Breeze as Breeze continues to close in on this furball. Kraut's just trying to disappear. I'd like to see Breeze climb. Breeze has 2 SD-10s and a PL5 left. Breeze is not going to be able to see Kraut at his current altitude. Aspen's coming in on the 6 of Kraut. At least they thought he was. He breaks away. Padlock for Breeze onto Kraut now. So these guys are just wandering around low in the hills, not able to see where Kraut's at. They have now rejoined, so it's now a 2-ship. Aspen and Breeze against Kraut. Now split turning. Kraut still trying to run away. Now both Aspen and Breeze have many sticks on their jets. This is going to be a very hard fight for Kraut. I don't anticipating him come out on top. There's Aspen coming up over the hill. Aspen breaks away. Breeze then breaks away. Aspen thinking about recommitting back into the fight. Aspen's the upper left corner. Breeze is bottom left. Kraut is upper right. Breeze now coming back in. Head on with Kraut. They're so low, though, they don't know they're head on. They're not going to be getting radar. nails from each other. They're now head on. Breeze sees him. SD10 out from Breeze onto Kraut. There we can see it coming to the left side, and Kraut gets taken down finally by Breeze. I would have loved to see Breeze be a little bit higher, but it doesn't matter because Breeze is able to take down Kraut. 2 aircraft remaining for Eclipse Task Force gives them the 2-1 victory over 14th VFS in an awesome match. What an awesome, awesome match. Borchi says that was Daddalink. Oh, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. Not much you could do there. Kraut, again, not having any missiles. I know you were just trying to disappear. That was rough. That was really, really rough. But these guys shouldn't have a problem getting back into the RTB, and I don't think there's any reason to go through the TAC for you guys. So that is going to be it. But that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. I got to bust on out of here. Great showcase from Eclipse Task Force against 14th VFS. Congratulations to them. Well fought by 14th VFS in this best of 3 4v4 Diamond League matchup. We will be back tomorrow with more SATAL action, and I'm checking the schedule. What is tomorrow's match? We got through this one. Eclipse Task Force takes down 14th VFS. Tomorrow's matchup, we got a doubleheader. Is someone against Phoenix Task Force. I'm not sure who that is. And Eclipse Task Force against SPQR. So 2 6v6 matchups are coming tomorrow on Wednesday, Hump Day. So we got more DCS action. We're probably going to go and do 1600 Zulu again, guys. So we're not going to do 1700 Zulu. We're going to start tomorrow's stream at the same time we started today. So 1600 Zulu starting tomorrow is the time we're going to go. Well, starting today is the time we're going to go. So be ready for that. Again, Eclipse Task Force took it 2-1 over 14th VFS, and tomorrow's matchups are somebody against Phoenix Task Force. It says LAO, but it wasn't them. And Eclipse Task Force against SPQR are the matchups for tomorrow. So look forward to seeing you. Hopefully we'll get a patch from ED. I'm anticipating it at least. Hopefully we'll get a patch. But guys, stay safe in those virtual skies. Until next time, have a good one, and I'll see you guys later.